Hello, Double Top 73 here, your fishing friend. Well, it's time to see if we can qualify, who knows, in St. Croix, catching Atlantic salmon. Let me show you what I'm going to be using. Two main rigs. I'm going to be using a Jig Winner 10 rod, Hornet Swarm 5000 reel, .003 braid, and an X Series barbless nano spoon, white black 1/4 ounce with a 1/0 hook. And the other main one I'll be using is a Rivertech Zenith 810 with the Kraken 8000 reel, .012 braid, and the X Series blade spinner, a 1 1/4 ounce 4/0 hook. Okay. Oh, excuse me. And a .012 titanium leader. I don't know if I got a leader on here or not. No, I don't. But all we can do is hope. I have a couple extra of those, so we're going to do the best we can. So I did a little practicing, and you know, who knows? We just have to do the best we can, and go on from there. That's about all we can do. Let me see if I can move this down a little better. Because what I will do is I will close the chat box, and we don't care what other people are catching. Okay, here we go. Let's go fishing. Join. Here we go. Enter competition. And I'm going to be fishing off the concrete slab at dusk till dawn. We got 4 hours of fishing time. And I think it starts at 7 a.m. Yep, 7 a.m. And I have no idea what that rumble, cracking and popping is. Don't matter. Okay, let's get started. See how lucky we can be. We'll catch them one at a time, one at a time. Now I got my chat over here to the right, but if I don't respond to you right away, don't think too unkindly of me, because I'm going to try to concentrate on my fishing more. So if you want to talk, we'll do the best we can. And if you want to watch, thank you for watching. It's supposed to have a watch counter overlay up there in the top middle, but don't see it. The Streamlabs, it's a tough nut to swallow. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. Or a tough nut to crack, I guess is the way to say that. That looks like a walleye, if I had to guess. Interesting. I don't really want to keep you. I don't know why I did. It don't mean nothing. It don't mean a thing. It don't mean a thing. Come on. Atlantic salmon. My goal in white moose was to catch 100 pounds. I caught 105. Now, I didn't finish very high. I finished 445th out of 660 that finished. I wasn't the best. I wasn't the FURST. I wasn't the WURST. But, well, we know there's 760 total, or 720 total entrants. So 60 people either didn't show up or didn't try to qualify or dropped out or whatever. That's their business. Ain't nothing but a thing. And all I'm going to do is the best I can. But anyhow, my goal here is just to catch 70 pounds. They're smaller. The woo, threw that one a mile. Right now, holy smoke, 249 feet. The on a leaderboard at top, like 12.2 or something like that. It's not very big, not compared to white moose. But catch what you can, I guess. When I was practicing, I caught an 11 pounder. I figured out it must have been a mistake. Or a fluke, however you want to say it. Right about in here is where I caught it. Around 150 feet, if I remember right. I've had a lot of stuff going on earlier today. That's why I wasn't streaming earlier. I know a lot of people that follow me expect me to come on around 10. But I had groceries at bank, and yep, that's not it. That's probably a tiger trap. Or a little walleye. Okay. Don't be a tiger trap. Get my eyeball here where I can see this other mark. There it is. They're hard to see when they're way out there. Hard for me to see, that's for sure. And that's a long ways out there. Lordy. That's even further than the last one. But it took me, that 11 pounder with this rig I got right now, light rig, it took me a long time to get it in. But if you lures in the water, you never know what can happen. Must have been a snag. Oh, down at the bottom. Get up there. Get up. Get up. Get up. There we go. Hello, Z. Good evening. We're trying to qualify in St. Croix. Hey, whatever happens, happens. We're fishing, and we'll be talking. You've been fishing earlier today? Silly question. Silly question. Okay. Oop. Oh, I know what I need to do. The retrieve is different. The retrieve line. Let's see, that looks about right. Well, I'll tell you, the marks are hard for me to spot out there tonight. You know, there's that one. There it is. My eyes are tired, which doesn't help. Well, I'm 706th of 720. So if I catch one salmon, I'm going to move up. Cool. 138. What beat the living daylights out of me? Way to go. Like I said earlier, before you probably started watching, my goal was to catch 100 pounds. I caught 105. I caught one 21.4 trophy and one 18 trophy. That was it. And the guy that come in first, if you look at his score, that means he averaged over 17 pounds of fish. That's a heck of an average. That's catching nothing but trophies. Of course, in 4 hours, you catch a lot of, I caught a lot of fish. Couldn't keep them all. I just do the best I can. Win, lose, or draw, we're going to give it a shot. Well, for catch that, wind up 138 for 15 pounds, that's pretty good. Most of mine were around 8 or 9 pounds. See, when I was up there at my first cast with a 3-foot crawl crank, I caught one right off the bat. I thought, well, maybe something's going to happen here. And then I caught another one a little while later. I wound up catching 9 salmon in the first 35 minutes or so of the game. I started 7. Before 7:45, I caught 9. And I didn't catch 2 more, the 2 trophies, until like 15 minutes before the end of the competition. I caught uni lake trout, uni splake, everything but salmon. It happens. I may have to let this thing go to the bottom. They sure don't seem to like it at the top right now. Let's get it in and go to the bottom. Most of the time, that's where they are with that temperature is at the top. So we'll let it go down. May go over on the sand. I never have tried that yet. Over on the sand and reel it in. I think everybody enjoyed the drawing, even the ones that didn't win. But I still got a complaint, so you got to take care of complaints. All I do is what I say I'll do. And that's all I can do. Yeah, that's not one. But it's a fish. Tiger trout. Okay, let's try that other lure and see if it does any good. So my dog we got a real bad thunderstorm passing through here earlier, about an hour or so ago. 2 hours ago, I brought the inside dogs in, put them in the basement. And Hercules was asleep. I got up and come down here to let them back out. And when I opened the laundry room door to come back in, he was standing there looking at me. Where are you? Where are you? Lordy, I can't find these markers. Is that it? There it is. Flat tree. Okay. I'm going to go to the bottom, see if they're at the bottom. It is funny, though, that no matter how you practice in the game, when you come to competition, not yet. Well, like I said, they expect me to be on earlier. But that's okay. Maybe someone will join us in a while. I ain't getting a hit off of that either. It's better when we got a bunch of people chatting, isn't it? It really is. Come on, salmon, where are you? Been fishing an hour and don't have one. That's not a good omen. Hello, Precision. Good afternoon, good after morning, or whatever. Let's try a crank. See what we do with a crank. 3-foot crank. Have you at work or you at home now? Well, afternoon, you must still be at work. Looks like we're going to have to throw everything and the kitchen sink out there to catch one of these things. Or we can try location number 2. I'm going to throw a X series crank out there at it. And see if I can't get a nibble. 8-foot. Between them. He's at work, probably. See, he may not be able to answer you right away. Okay, 133 pounds, or 11, average 11.33 pounds per catch. Good for you. Let's try one more here. Then we'll go out on the rocks. You know, I have fished these tournaments before, and caught one fish. Now, it wasn't as long a tournament as this. One fish. Some you win, some you lose, some get rained out. Well, Z, did you fish here? Did you fish off the rocks at the lighthouse earlier? Hello, Mr. M. How are you this evening? Or afternoon or morning, whichever it is where you be. Welcome. Well, apparently they don't like what I got here, do they? So, that's funny, that crackling I hear. Doing all fine, doing fine. I'm always fine. When you're retired, it's easy to be fine. Every day's a good day. Just some are better. Oops, had a little nibble there. That's either a walleye. That's definitely not a salmon. My rod line hadn't gone red. Smallmouth. Now, why am I keeping those fish? I don't know. They ain't worth nothing. Oh, ouch. Are you on a scholarship? I hope so. That pays for books. My youngest went to a JUCO here in town, Chattanooga State, and his books were $1,200. $1,200. The only thing that saved us. Oh, that's cool. That's not bad at all. It really isn't. But his are $1,200, and he had Pell Grant, and I forget what the other subsidy was, but anyhow, he got $7,200 a semester in financial assistance because we're on Social Security, and it paid for everything. Matter of fact, he wound up with about $3,000 left over that he could do whatever he wanted to with, put in his account. He was there 5 semesters and still lacked one class of getting his associate because his advisor didn't tell him of one class that he needed. Awesome. Now that might be one. That might be one. Small one. No. Why am I doing that? I guess because if I don't catch fish, I got to make money. Oh, Lord. I got to get that chat bigger. There we go. Now let me change the size of the chat so I can read it better. The font size. Font. Where are you, fonts? Here we go. We got a 30. Let's make it 32. There we go. That's better. A little bit better. Everything a little bit better. Except at the bottom. Oh well. Back to fishing. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm doing absolutely pathetic right now. Well, I hope you do well. I've told this story to a lot of people. I got a full ride, a full 4-year ride to MTSU, Middle Tennessee State University. It was the first semester that they had changed or had achieved university status. And I got a full ride through vocational rehabilitation because of my eyes as a handicap and because of my intelligence. I graduated top 10% of my class and all that other stuff. We had 454 kids in my class, and my number of graduates was I was number 42 in the class. So I barely made 10%, but I made 10%. Anyhow, so I got everything paid for: room, board, books, everything, and I got $620 a month a stipend. So I went up there with a major, declared major of elementary education. I had a 5th grade school teacher that was a complete jerk. I mean, just total jerk. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to be a 5th grade school teacher and try to make up with kindness for what he did as a jerk. Now that might be one, especially if that Rio stays up there. Anyhow, so I go up there, and I didn't know anything. I had an advisor that was a kid, really, just another college kid. Didn't know 100% of what was going on. I didn't either. And I registered for all my classes late because I didn't get my notice of scholarship until late. So I go up there. I wanted chemistry. It was full. A couple other classes I wanted were full. So I had to take biology. I hate biology. I had to take biology. And didn't hate it, just didn't like it. Never did like it. So I go up there. Here we go. There's one. Thank you. One better than none. Now I got to catch 9 more. So I'll have my 70 pounds. So anyhow, I go up there. I took art appreciation, psychology, advanced English, because I was in a creative writing class in high school as a senior. So I thought that would be the thing to go into, was the advanced writing class. Okay. Anyhow, because I can string a story pretty good together. That's creative writing, right? Okay. And I also took ROTC. When I was on a drill team at ROTC, I went to every single match, every class, everything. At the end of the semester, I got a B in ROTC. Went to psychology every single class because the professor, first of all, he had a good-looking daughter there in the class. Liked to flirt with her, and that was fun. But the professor and I got in some really good discussions, arguments whatever you want to call it. Because if I said yes, he'd say no. If I said no, he'd say yes, and then everybody else just lay back and relax because he and I, we just go at it and have fun. So I got a B in that at the end of the semester. Well, the first class I went to, art appreciation, the professor handed out finger paints and said, we're going to finger paint. And we did. We took one of a little white piece of paper and finger painted. The last time I finger painted, I think it was in the second grade. Well, I didn't go back to that class anymore. But I didn't know about dropping, passing, or dropping, failing, or anything like that. Didn't know nothing about it. So I wound up getting an F in that class. English, the first paper I handed in, done in class. Went to the second class, I handed it back, and the professor had English students grade and grammatically and everything, and it looked like a chicken with bloody feet walked across the paper. There were red marks everywhere. Just crushed me. I didn't go back there. Same thing. I didn't drop it passing. Okay. I had biology. I went to like 3 biology classes, and it was just boring. I didn't go back there anymore. So I got an F in that. And one other class, I forgot it was, I got an F in that one too. But during that semester, anytime any of those classes had pop quizzes or whatever coming up, and the teacher or the professor told me, I'd study. I'd take the pop quiz, aced them all, no big deal. And also, now there you go. Also during that semester, there was 3 girls. Now chemistry's my thing. I tutored 3 girls in chemistry, and they all made A's. And they didn't know an atom from a John when I first started working. But I taught them about subshells and orbital shells and protons, neutrons. I mean, I really had how to figure out chemical equations, how to balance and everything. I really had them going there. So that's why I wanted chemistry. But anyhow, I didn't get it. So anyhow, when I got my semester report, I had 5 F's and 2 B's. So, needless to say, I lost my scholarship. Well, I got me a job, worked in the furniture factory in the shipping department, making $1 and $1.25 an hour, I believe it was. Man, I've been fishing for 2 hours already and caught 1 fish. Anyhow, $1.25 an hour. Worked there through the summer, or through the winter and the January through the summer. And in about the middle of July, I called the people at vocational rehabilitation. Talked to the lady, said, I'd like to get my scholarship back if I can. She said, well, what have you been doing while you've been out of school? I said, well, I've been working in a furniture factory. She said, I only make $1.35 an hour, but that's what, better than nothing. She said, well, did you have any problems performing that job? Well, no, it's picking up furniture and sticking it in a truck. I mean, anybody can do that. She said, well, now you have a successful work history, and I can't give your scholarship back to you. And she hung up. And I thought, well, that's not too cool. So, time went on, and I didn't go to any more school or whatever. But like I keep saying, God will take care of us. And the way schools are now, had I pursued that and wound up with a teaching certificate, I probably would either killed a kid or killed a parent because of the disrespect shown to teachers nowadays. And I wouldn't put up with it. Because if a kid showed me disrespect, me and the kid going to go round and round. And then I tell his parents to come in. His parents probably going to show him his or her parents going to show him disrespect. And then we're going to go round and round. And there's a lot of things that I will put up with, but disrespect is one of them that I will not. So I figured the Lord had me flunk out because he didn't want me in prison. So he takes care of us even though we don't know it. Even though we don't know it. But my life's gone down many roads since then, and it's all led me to where I am now with a wonderful wife and family. Good job, or had a good job, retired, and it's been a good life most of the time. When I say my prayers at night, I thank the Lord for every day of my life, the good and the bad, because the bad made the good seem that much better. And you youngins, Z and Mr. M, you'll find that out when you get older, that the good or the bad make the good that much better. The highs and the lows. So don't let anything get you down. There's always one more step. Another day. No matter how bad it gets, there's always another day. And that day may be worse. If it is, there's still another day. Just knuckle down, walk right on through it. That's all you can do. All my family wanted me to be a preacher. My mom was a black sheep of the family, and I followed her. Preacher was the farthest thing that I was going to be when I was growing up. That wasn't even in my mind. Well, I rambled on enough. Thank you for listening. Well, fish, I guess you just don't like what I got, do you? It's the only two places I know that salmon are is over there off that Dusty Dawn out here by the lighthouse. Yeah, it's another smallmouth. See, now if I was coming out here fishing for smallmouth, I couldn't catch one in a basket. But I'm not 700 and something anymore. Wow, I moved all the way up to 297. Awesome. Let's see if they like this spinner. That's not the one I want on there. Is that the one I want? Here, no, I don't want the 2 ounce. That's the quarter. Let's try this. Well, if I catch another one, I might move up 250. You never know. There's still a lot of people. Nope, can't use a boat. Can't even bring a boat with you. They won't even let you enter the tournament if you still have a boat or a rod stand. Are you talking about for the catfish and walleyes and sturgeon? The floating platform? Yeah. I can't swim there though. Not in the game. We're catching fish, it just ain't the right ones. Okay, let's try what I want to try in here. Which is it? 2 ounce. Here it is. Ounce and a quarter. Yes, I have. I have too. When you cast beside that buoy, that marker buoy that's real close to the, well, not real close, but on the north end, the end opposite the ladder, throwing over towards those rocks for when you're fishing for walleye. I've caught salmon there too, but that's not here. And I've never caught any on the other side. Might try that in a minute though. It don't exactly look like I'm setting this on fire. I'm going to try 2 more casts or 1 more cast with this. And then I'll go over there on the boat dock and cast out towards the floating dock just to see if there's anything there. Like I said, it's not like I'm burning down the house. Or it started out like a house on fire and burned down, something like that. Life is a learning experience. Enjoy it as you go. Because when it ends, you can't learn no more. My wife keeps saying, you need to sleep more. You need to sleep more. I said, darling, when I'm dead, I'll sleep a long time. That's the fact, Jack. After I get this in, I'm going to cast one more time at the top and see if there's any running at the top. Then we'll go to the boat dock. Oops, had a little something nib at it. Somebody playing some awful loud music. In the background, I hear a thump, 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 thump. Okay, let's try it then. Around the top and see what happens. Okay, let's go to the boat dock. They got no boats. No boats, no boats. Let's try the little lure first. Hang on, that drive me crazy. A lot of wind, a lot of wind. I can cast this in the front. Sorry about that noise. That banner. It's something. Don't know what it is, but it's something. I don't think it's a salmon because it's not fighting hard enough yet. I'm gonna have to turn my fan on here in a minute. These lights are getting hot. Oops, and I got one light not even on. That's why I got a shadow here on the side of my head. Didn't realize it just now. Sorry about that. Turn this light on. And the fan. I'm not going to be able to take it banner much longer. Green tree. I can't turn that sound off like I can a lot of things. This is a hanging up spot. I can't let that lure hang up on it because I don't have a strong enough line and rod to pull it free if I get hung up. And I lose the lure, I don't have it. And if I use a F4 to get out of the game to save my lure, I can't get back in the game. If I leave, I can't get back. I can't get back. This might be a little salmon. If it is, it's little. Nope, trophy wild. I'm going to keep that one. If I don't catch fish, I'm going to catch money anyhow. Let's try at the top. That's my hair blowing in the breeze. I laugh about it now. When I was 21, 22 years old, I had hair about halfway down my back. And a big old wave in the front. Boy, I thought I was bad. I was Billy Bob Bad. Ride my motorcycle. Yeah, smoke them cigarettes. Drink that beer. I thought I was bad. Uh-oh, KP Shamino is ranked 5. But my buddy Big Daddy, PH Big Daddy, is 4. Way to go, Big Daddy. He's the one that asked the devs if I could be in the testers, which I thought was pretty nice. Computer-based testing. Whew, I can't handle that noise. It ain't worth to catch fish out and all that. So let's go down here. I don't know what happened there. Just everything locked up. Doo-doo-doo. I still hear that noise. Not the fag, I'm talking the boom, boom. Another walleye. Another walleye. Another walleye. Yep. Let's see, I'm going to aim for my at the right place. That's different. That right there has changed. That used to be, I used to call it like a Vikings helmet. Stuck up there and stuck up there, and it was rounded there. Maybe I'm not far enough down. There we go. That looks a little better. That looks like a Vikings helmet a little bit. That's where I fish my catfish. See my marker out there? That's a catfish. That's where I fish for catfish. 115 feet out. Max leader. Large cut at night piece. That marker out there should show 90 pounds. I didn't catch it. The guy sent me a marker. We were fishing together. We kind of found this place by accident. And he caught a 90 pounder, put the marker out there and sent it to me. So I never caught a 90 pound cat. But there was one guy who was asking me, where do I catch big cats? I said, well, come on over here and I'll show you. So I showed him where to fish. He only had a single rod, a Brutus 910 rig, 35 pound, matchstick. He threw it out there. The third cast, he caught a 91 pounder. Never said thank you, kissed my patootie or nothing. Just left. I said, well, I guess it's good to be kind to some people. Good to be kind to some people. What's that song say? You got to try a little kindness to overlook the blindness. Narrow-minded people in their narrow-minded way. What we got here? A little bit bigger fish. Brown trout. Ah, lordy, lordy. What we got? What we got? Hot dog. That's two. That's a little one, but it's two. I'm on a roll. Be still my beating heart. I moved up to 283rd. I'm ahead of 284 and about 480 other people so far. Hey, you gotta look at this. You gotta look at the silver linings. I know something else I can do too when I get this in. I can make my camera shot of me bigger so y'all can see just how handsome I am. And I won't hide nothing. Won't hide any of that tally board, whatever you want to call it. Hey, big boy, how's it going, man? Good evening and welcome. I'm really setting them on fire. I've caught, so far, I have caught 2 salmon. 7 and a 5? Yeah, 7 something and a 5 something. Thank you much. Thank you much. Again, I do appreciate the, well, I could have just walked over there. I do appreciate the sub the other day, but you don't need to do that. I ain't on here getting no money. If I want money, I'll go out and find me somebody got some gold or silver they want to sell. That's what I used to do for my mad money. There's a business I was in almost, I don't know, 7 years, I guess. But I do appreciate the thought. It's all good. But if you're going to be in this tournament to qualify here at St. Croix. Whatever I'm doing, don't do it. Oops, too fast, too fast. Quarter ounce lure is zipping through the water, zipping through the water. We had our drawing yesterday. You and Cutlass wasn't there. Yeah, that's what I mean. Now, when I came here and practiced, I'm standing right where I did. You see my two markers out there. I cast right where I did. I caught 11 pounder, a 9 pounder, a couple of 7s. I said, okay, okay. And I started fishing at 7 o'clock, which is when this tournament started. So I had the right time, right temperature. Things changed. Now here's the thing. That lure I used down there at Maku Maku, that buzzbait with the rattlesnake on it. The other day I was over at San Joaquin and I was catching Chinook salmon left and right. I mean left and right. So I thought, well, boy, that's got to be a pretty good deal. So I forget whether it was Saturday or Friday evening or whatever. Same temperature, right time, everything went over there, and I fished for an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. I didn't catch a single one. Fished the same place the same way. Uh-oh. Well, I did what I wanted to do. My aim was to catch 100 pounds of salmon. I caught 105. I told the others here I caught 9 fish for less than 45 minutes. Hello, runner. How you doing, buddy? I caught 9 fish in the first 45 minutes up there at White Moose. Now, they were all small. I thought, oh, Lordy. I had like 70-something pounds. And then within 15 minutes of the end of the tournament, I caught a 21 pounder and a 17 pounder, which went tallied out. You did good. You did good. Like I said, I wound up with 105 pounds. But if I hadn't caught those two right then, I wouldn't have had that. And then my buddy, Wild Horse, I'm going to keep that. That's money. That we shared some marks up there. He didn't do much better either. Just wasn't meant to be. So how you this evening, runner? Above ground, that's for sure, because I see you typing. Are you fishing, Z? You shut up, I know that. Usually you're talk. Okay. Well, you see what I'm using? Don't. Yeah. So I'm catching everything but what I need to catch. Well, as a matter of fact, when I was messing around yesterday, I caught a uni tiger trout. About the third or fourth cast, I caught a trophy tiger trout and kept thinking of Cutlass standing here fishing day after day after day in the game trying to catch that trophy to finish that. This might be a little one. It's fighting like it is. I need to make sure I don't lose it. Come on, come on, come on. Ah. I'd take, if that was a salmon, I'd take 8 more of them. I'm going to keep that for the money. But anyhow, I've used oh, eating pizza. Shame on you. I had stroganoff hamburger helpers what I had for supper. And a little bit later, I might get me a carton of frozen yogurt, Heavenly Hash out. It's got hazelnuts in it. I like hazelnuts. And I like chocolate ice cream, so that's about as good as a Reese's peanut butter cup. You put your chocolate in, got your chocolate in my peanut butter. No, you got your peanut butter in my chocolate. That's pretty awesome. I'm going to go over here and throw a lure down this spillway too, because I know I have heard there might be salmon down here, but I don't know. I know rock bass are down here. They're against the rocks. If you're headed out to the big part of the lake, they're on the left side by the rocks. Just as you go out, you go out, fish back towards this part of the lake. They're on the right then. And we'll miss that one. And rock bass are there. Okay, let's go over here. You never know till you try. You take some hamburger helper, stroganoff. It's got really too much salt in it, and I'm not supposed to have, but it tastes good. Shad are over here too. You stand up by that railing right in front of me and cast out that way and let it drift back with a either small minnow or shiner, I forget which, and the shad will hit. American shad. And I had chili for lunch. A white bass. White bass. Really? Interesting. The stroganoff and a, what's it called? Cheeseburger macaroni. I think those are the two best as far as I'm concerned. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. It's not a little fish. It's not stripping line either. Get up there. Come on, get up there. Come on, get up there. Hey, big boys want to talk about the food all the time. Oh, let's see. If I'm going to keep some, I'm going to keep money. Small bass 2239. Yeah, we'll get rid of that one. Keep that one. If I can't catch salmon, I'll have to keep money, so at least I can pay some of the expenses here. We'll go back out to the lighthouse in a minute. Might try a couple more casts here with that other lure. Well, I was watching Scaramucci or whatever he is on YouTube. Man, he was throwing everything out there. Like I said, I like the beef, the stroganoff, and the cheeseburger macaroni. half over and I got 2 fish. That's better than 1. A whole lot better than none. 3, 5, 2, 2. Yeah, well, he's out. Keeps out. I'm culling the wrong fish though. Let's just throw something out here willy-nilly. You never know. You never know. How's your boss doing, big boy? She still keeping you straight? When you and Cutlass were discording and I was hearing her voice through the microphone, she got an angelic voice. You taking line? What are you doing, crazy fish? Get in here. Get in here. That might be what I'm looking for. It could not be. It could not be. It couldn't be. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got. Well, how about that? That's 3. I'll take some more of them. I just threw out here by accident. You see where I'm throwing precision? Wow, I moved up to 253rd. Outstanding. Jeff's looking good like he'll qualify. He's been playing this game a long time. He's pretty good. That's PH Big Daddy. He's homeschooling his son. He said that's turned out to be a real experience. Said his son is teaching him all kinds of stuff. Now you see, that was an accident. Just threw it out there. Not another accident. No, don't tell me this. No, don't tell me this. Nope, that ain't one. The reel's not peeking out and staying peaked. I don't know. Emmett, is it? I'll take a 5. Looky here. Looky here. I'm on a roll. That's 4. Heavens to Murgatroyd. I'm almost halfway to my 70 pounds. That's what I want to catch. I want to catch 70 pounds. That's right, buddy. When children do what they're not supposed to be able to do, not only are they blessed, but you're blessed too to be able to watch them. See, according to the doctors, I was supposed to be blind by the time I was 3 years old. My mama said it used to break her heart. wore big old thick glasses, and we'd pull up to railroad tracks. She'd say, "What do you think of that train?" We'd be right there in front of the line, and I couldn't see the train. I could hear it, but I couldn't see it. When I was born, they used a saline solution to flush your eyes, and somehow the saline solution was not diluted, and it went in my eyes full strength. Besides my birth defect, so it did a bad job on them. But I can see, and I thank the Lord for it every day, every day. And the thing about it is, I can see such subtle differences in colors and hues that other people can't see. And I know it has something to do with the way my eyes, ball is shaped and whatever, but at one time, I applied for a job at a carpet mill. I needed a job. I worked for almost a year, and my first wife was working in a beer joint as a waitress, and I didn't want her doing that. I applied everywhere. I kept hearing, "You're overqualified. You're not going to stay." I even had a friend that was a PR manager at a carpet mill or a yarn mill up in a town about 30 miles north of here, Cleveland. And I went and talked to her about a job. I said, I'll be a bobbin boy. I'll do anything. I need something where I can pay my bills. She said, I can't hire you, Bob. You're not going to stay. You'll be here a month, then you'll find something better and you'll be gone. I said, but I've got to, I need something to pay bills. So anyhow, I went and applied for a job at a carpet mill. And they gave me one of those color blindness tests, with the circles and the numbers and everything in little pictures. And I did so well on it. Hello? How are you doing yourself? I'm doing wonderful. I'm fishing and talking. But they talked to me about being a dye mixer, which is one of the top jobs in a carpet mill. Well, I've caught 4 Atlantic salmon and just a ton of walleyes. So I'm not really burning the house down. Oops, there's another miss. But this is back in the late 60s, about 68, 69. Yeah, I'll do that. Welcome, Stuffy. Both you and Zulus, first time in our chat room. We have a good family. Welcome. All those above you, Precision, Runner, Z, Big Boy, they're all good people. So I hope you enjoy good, clean fun, good, clean conversation, because that's what we have here. Oh, by the way, Z, that guy Sam last night, I did not see that he had said what he said. When I scrolled back up and read it, I just banned him. I won't put up with it at all. Not at all. And it's so easy to just hit that circle. But this is a clean room. The clean room. Anyhow, what I was saying, they offered me a job. He was going to pay $15 an hour. Good Lord, that's like $45 an hour now. But I also found out that my first wife had found her a boyfriend, and she was going to sue me for a divorce, so I just left town. I wasn't going to deal with it. I went to Florida. Things happen. Things happen. Sometimes for the better, sometimes for the worse. Things happen. Hey, Stuffy or Zero, have either one of you tried out in qualifier 1 or 2 yet? And if you did you do any good? Bound done better than me. See here? 3. So I'm keeping money now. 3, 4, 3, 5. Nope. Let's see if there's anything on that boat. There was an unsuccessful cast because I hit the boat. That's funny. Oh, really? You haven't played the game before? Awesome. It's a good game. It's very frustrating at first, but it's like anything if you stick with it. Um, did you find me on Twitch or did you find me on YouTube? Because on YouTube there are hundreds and hundreds of videos for beginners uh, at Lone Star Lake, Texas, to teach you what to do. And go through tutorial, and you can always go back if you run out of, and you'll run out of money. Everybody runs out of money. Everybody that's above me has run out of money. But I'm glad. I've been called a lot of things on here. Mainly what I appreciate being called is teacher. I like to teach. And fishing is something I like to do. So I've always said that my favorite job, if I ever had a dream job, it would be a gospel singing bass fisherman on a pro bass circuit. To me, that would just be unbelievable. But now I'm too old to do both of them. But I can still sing a little bass gospel. No, I'm no pro, not even. But I just enjoy it. Well, you can tell by what I'm not catching here that I'm not a pro. It's been fishing. This November, first week this November, I'll be playing this game for 3 years. And that's what it takes. I tell everybody it's PPP. Excuse me, 4 P's. Practice, persistence, patience will produce. And that's a fact. But that's what it's about any type of sport or game that you want to try. Practice, patience will produce. I don't know if you shoot pool or play tennis or anything like that, but first time you pick up a tennis racket, first time you step up to a pool table, you're not going to be no Willie Moscone or Minnesota Fats or John McEnroe or any of those top dudes in tennis. It ain't going to happen. Or if you're a lady, uh, Serena Williams or anybody like that. It takes practice, practice, practice. And anytime you get lost in this game, there's always a video on YouTube that you can find out, or you can go on Twitch. There is a program called Shuffle, SHUFFLE.com. Hello, buddy, and a good day to you as well. And there's always somebody that's willing to help you, give you a little advice. Some of it's good, some of it's not so good, but hey, like I say, I try to learn something new every day. And I'm not too old or too smart. I like your name. That's a line from a joke that I remembered. I think that's where you got that. I said, "What's your business?" I said, "None ya." "None ya?" "Yeah, none your business." uh, None ya. Well, a good day to you too. Good day, good evening, good luck. Good luck, young lady, whatever you do. Wherever you go, whoever you see. Oh well. I know there weren't going to be no big salmon caught here because the lake leader on the board like 12.2 or something like that. So there's not a huge, but this guy up here leading, man, he averaged 11.3 pounds for his 10 fish. That is awesome. That's somebody did a lot of practice. A lot of practice. Then there are Zulu, there are clubs on here too. Like there's a YOLO. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. It don't look like I'm going to qualify here, so I may have to get lucky in California. Who knows? But I'll try. If I don't qualify here, I'll try California. If you got a lure in the water or bait in the water, you never know. But I appreciate all y'all joining me and talking at me, talking with me. Makes the time go by a whole lot better. I tell everybody I was vaccinated with a phonograph needle. So whether I'm talking to somebody or just talking to my camera and the monitor and the fish, I'd be sitting here talking, telling them fish to come on, come on. There you go. Somebody will. And right now, the way I'm catching salmon, I started culling walleye and other fish so at least I can make some money, pay some of my expenses here. Boy, I tell you, the winner in this tournament is, lordy, 5,000, is it big boy, isn't it? 5,000 bait coins, something like that. It's a lot. So you take 5,000 bait coin, you turn it in, that's $500,000. Yeah, $500,000. A bait coin you can do exchange, get $100 for each one, but they're worth a whole lot more than that in a game for advancing time. That's about 99% of what I use them for. Every once in a while I'll buy a lure with coins that I can't buy any other way. Oh, really? I didn't know that. That's awesome. Well, it ain't going to be me, I don't think. But, you know, you never know. Strange things happen. The worst part about it is you get that $1,000, you have to report it on your taxes. But since the people that are good at this game right now are probably people like me that don't work, ain't going to make enough money where that $1,000 going to make any difference in their taxes at the end of the year. I don't know. When this ends, I may just keep on fishing. Not that I don't like to or nothing. I'll have to let my dog out one more time. Yeah, it's about 30, 25 minutes left in the competition part. Yeah, that $1,000, I didn't know about that, but that's probably why there's 720 people registered. Excuse me. That's a real incentive, isn't it? Let's try one speed. Yo, yes it is. Yes it is. But you know, there's 2.2 million people play this game all over the world. Well, I tell you what, if you hate fishing, I wouldn't take up this game because it's just like, I mean, it's the closest thing to real life fishing you get, and sometimes it's just as frustrating, but that doesn't bother me. I've always said a hard day of fishing, a real rough, hard day of fishing is better than any good day at work. And I mean that sincerely. I have gone down below dam here by my house and fished for 8 hours and not caught a single fish. Just thinking, the next cast, the next cast. You catch salmon up there. That's cheating, though. You can't bring them back, though. Next cast, next cast. There you go. You can't be too old. Well, you might be. You know, none yet. None your business. It's like the other day, I was driving down the road and almost hit a henway. It's another joke. Somebody said, well, what's a henway? I said, oh, about 4 pounds. Old joke from an old man. You're a punk kid, man. I got a son almost that old. I got a son 55 years old. 55? 54, I'm sorry. Don't want to lie. Don't want to tell a lie. He will be 55 December 10th, though. Good. Another white bass. Good, good, good. I bet it's a Chinook. Chinook, Chinook, Chinook. Or I guess. I don't bet. Used to, don't no more. Learn my lesson. Used to bet on football game. College, pro. That's just a way to lose money. Or give money to bookies, I guess. But one business I had, my partner was a bookie. I never gambled or bet with him, but he, before we got to be partners, he owned a bowling alley down in North Georgia, he and another guy. And the year that Denver beat Cincinnati, I believe it was, like 54-12 or something like that, he just knew that, that's just this, I got me another salmon. He just knew that Cincinnati was going to cover the spread. So he took in thousands of dollars. Instead of keeping his 10%, he just made book on it. Kept all the bets. Well, when Denver blew Cincinnati away, he had to take the money that he and his partner set back to pay their taxes, state taxes for the bowling alley, had to use it to pay the gambling debts that he'd lost, and the state come took his bowling alley away from him. So he lost big time. Yeah, I got me a salmon. How close is it going? Still only got 28 pounds though. Oh, don't go away. Don't go away. Don't go away. Don't go away. Thank you. Thank you. Ah, you turkey, you. Ah. Oh, mercy. Yeah, it's probably worth more than that walleye up there, so I'll keep it for the money. Hey, Cutlass. Uh, whatever. I'm fishing, so I'm in good shape. How about yourself? Did you try earlier today? I know you said you didn't do too good in qualifier one. Have you tried this one yet? Big boy said he did earlier and didn't do so good. Z said she was wound up 135 in the qualifier one. I wound up 400 55, I think. And I'll probably be somewhere in that area in this one. Look, Big Daddy's moving down, but I think he'll still make it. Big Daddy's Jeff. He's one of the testers. He's a nice guy. He really is. Good, good, good. Nah, that's a half a pound off, man. Was it a Chinook? Did I call that part right? Is this another brown trout? Fellas, I'm fishing right where we were catching all the, when you was fishing for that trophy. There we go. It's a 9-pounder. Yes, sir. 38 pounds. I'm not even halfway where I thought I wanted to be. Where we was catching, oh, okay. We was using that 1/4 ounce lure and catching all those. When you were fishing for the trophy tiger, that's where I'm fishing. And that makes number 5 that I've caught. Because you were catching all of them. You was catching one right after another, the salmon, and finally caught that trophy trout. Well, when I come here to practice, the 3rd fish I caught was a trophy trout, tiger. The 3rd fish I caught was a uni tiger trout. I just thought that was hilarious. Mike was here beside fishing. He just started laughing. Yeah. He said, Cutlass wouldn't believe it you did that. I said, I don't believe I did it either. Oops, 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 oops. Stay with me. Don't do that. I'm using a barber's hook. I don't want it to jump off. There it is, tiger trout. In front of the boat. Yep. Oh, over here to the right where you were fishing the other day? Yeah. Right. Got that marker? I tried and tried and tried there. It didn't do any good. Tried out on the rocks. I think I caught one out on the rocks. And then I tried in the spillway. Didn't get anything there. Then I tried in the corner spillway, throwing down towards Pike Alley. I caught 2 there. But it's just, I'm here. Yeah, a lot of people say they're in a competition for the fun of it. Well, I really mean it. Some people just, they don't expect to do any good, and they really mean it. They are hard to catch. They really are. Especially when you want to catch them. Now, when you're fishing for walleye, like over off the floating platform, you'll catch them. You think you got you a monster walleye, and it's Atlantic salmon. It's money. Well, that's not one. Just about anything's hard to catch when you want to catch it. Except a cold. Cool. Now that's awesome. When I enter these tournaments, there's going to be a bunch of people in it. I set myself a goal. The one, I forget what the tournament was, but in Germany, my goal was to be in the top 100. I think I wound up 102 or something like that, so almost. When I went to White Moose Lake yesterday, my goal was to catch 100 pounds of salmon. I don't care where I finish. I want to catch 100 pounds, which averaged, 10 pounds of fish. Well, I caught 105, so I didn't. I think I wound up 455th place at the end of the day, but I still caught my 105. Here, my goal was to catch 70 pounds, and I don't think that's going to happen. I catch 70 pounds, but not of, well, probably not of anything really. Just, I'm at 38 pounds, and I've only got, I don't know what, about 15 minutes left. Good Lordy, that's a big old trophy. That's $1,200. Get rid of that one. See, now I'm fishing for money. Show me the money. Show me the money. Let's put the purple one on. See if things don't loosen up a little bit. Come on. Come on. Here we go. Yes, you can. You have to start it at before 8 o'clock, though, because it's 2 hours. 2 hours of real time, but you can do it tomorrow. Did you register originally? If you had to register the first day. If you didn't register the first day, you can't fish in any of the qualifiers. No, I don't. I don't think. You just have to look on YouTube for San Joaquin. Okay. Then you can do it tomorrow at San Joaquin. Z. But just go to my YouTube channel and just type in San Joaquin. If I do, it's there. But most of the time, I caught the Chinooks on bait. And then I was telling Big Boy the other day, I went there and was messing around with the lure that we like to use down in Maku Maku with a snake, rattlesnake. And I was catching Chinooks right and left, fishing over. There's 3 boat docks, or over there for the boats. There's 3 docks. It was the dock closest to the dam, and aim it over to where that group of, or that line of reeds and trees comes out from the dam on that side, that point, and to the left of that. And I was catching Chinook after Chinook, just bam, bam, bam. So then, here I find out we're going to have a tournament there. And I figured, well, if I don't qualify 1 or 2, I might catch some Chinooks there. So I went there either Friday evening or Saturday while I wasn't streaming, and thought, well, I'll check it out. I fished for almost 2 game hours, different weather conditions, and I didn't catch a one. It's the way it goes. I caught striped bass. I caught steelhead. What else? Oh, of course, smallmouth. You catch smallmouth anytime, unless you're looking for them. But that's what I was, like I said, and I did not catch a one, which was kind of disappointing, because I was hoping I'd catch, just one to let me know they're still there. But that's what I'm going to start out using. I'll start out using the what we use down in Maku Maku. Both the 6/7 ounce and the 1 ounce with the rattlesnake. And I'll live or die with it, because like I said, it caught them. It caught them when I was there. If you're going to practice, I'd give it a shot. Yeah. We don't need to start talking about food again. I already ate supper. And Z, a while ago, we was talking about food. And she said it's a good thing she's eating pizza or we'd make her hungry. We was talking about Hamburger Helper. And Precision said his wife had never tasted Hamburger Helper. I said, well, I like the beef stroganoff and the cheeseburger macaroni. Those are my two favorites. See, today's Wednesday. Big boy, about tomorrow or Friday, you should get your hat. Because I've sent them out Monday. Same thing with you, Z. Mm-hmm. Every place is different. Every place is different. Well, I'm glad you could drop in on you. And let me just call you Punk Kid from now on. I had a guy call me that here a week or so ago. And I said, Punk Kid? I said, man, I'm 72. He said he's 84. Man, he looked like he was 40. I said, I guess I am a punk kid. Nice guy, though. Name was Harold. Buddy, he was still, he worked out. And he was still buff, 84 years old. And I swear he looked like he was 40. But you have a good night. Enjoy talking to your wife. Looky there, Carlos. What is it, man? Trophy tiger trout. They're there when you don't want them. Uh-oh, you better go talk to your wife. Don't you get in trouble. Carlos is like me. He's always all right. He's a flatlander. Carlos is a flatlander. He can ride a bicycle anywhere he wants to go. He got no hills to ride up or down. He's a flatlander. You too. You're welcome anytime. You're welcome anytime. I'm on just about every day at some time or another. A lot of times in the morning. But God bless you. God bless you and your family. And you come back anytime you want to. You'll be welcome. Well, I'd like to catch one more. One more. See, that's an average of 10 fish at 3.8 pounds. That's just, but I'm at 215. Oh, I didn't realize I was 215. I'll probably wind up finishing around. You're more than welcome. And I mean that sincerely. Anybody here that's talked to me and knows me, mean that I say what I mean. Sometimes people don't like it, but I'll say what I mean. And somebody we're missing tonight, all y'all, is Mike. Mike and Colin. And it's only 8:56 where they are. Collins and Nolans. No, he's in Virginia now. That's right. They moved. He's on the same time as me, up there around D.C. And Mikey's out in Springfield, Missouri. So he's on the same time as me. No, he's an hour behind me. I mean, he's on slow time. The time zone is about probably less than 5 miles east of Chattanooga on I-24. And anybody that lives over in that area or down in Alabama, we call them slow timers. Some don't like it, some don't care one way or another. Yeah, you do any good? I went up, jumped on CBT this morning. Vino had a situation that I'd found the other day. I had Brutus 910 on a 35-pound rig. Was out fishing for permits, just see how things were going. And I saw a permit hit my crab, and it just destroyed my reel. I mean, just instantaneously, bam, it went red. So I put another crab on there and put the drag all the way down to 2 clicks out of 12, almost as low as it go. Crab hit it, same thing, just destroyed the reel. Well, so I got me another reel on and put it on 1 click, and a crab hit it, and I could hook it, but if I went to 1 more click, destroyed the reel. So I reported it, and then Vino went down there late yesterday, and same thing happened to him on a Majestic rig. So I went back down there again to see if it was still happening to me, and it did. So it's a bug that they've got to get worked out. Now this is not in the real game, the live game. This is in the testers area. But it just, I mean, just as soon as the fish hit, bam, gone. But, that's the way you learn. And Jeff, Big Daddy, he was catching cannonballs down there somehow. I guess he was doing something, doing part of the 4th of July. Because we can still do that down there because we haven't completed any of it. So it's still available in missions. But anyhow, he caught a cannonball and it was this big. Then he caught another one and it was this big. And while he was looking at it, it just kept growing. And I told him, I said, it's a black hole and it's going to wind up eating up the whole game. Nope, that ain't one. I'm going to have to put that other 1/4 ounce back on. The black one. Black and white. Oops. Let's see. Let it go down to the bottom. What's our temperature now? 41 degrees. No, it should still be at the top. I'm going to get up there. Yeah, Get on up there. Come on. Silly lure. Get up there. Good Lord. Lord have mercy. See, if it's cold like that, they ought to be at the top, soaking up the sun, trying to warm up their body and their blood. You ever freeze live fish and then thaw them out and they be alive? I used to live in a lake, by a lake in northern Indiana, and during the winter, the ice would freeze over about 3.5 feet thick, and you could walk around there after snow and it'd blow away, and you could see fish down in the ice. You could chop them out. They froze solid. You chop them out, thaw them out, they'd flop around. Strange, strange. God is wonderful. I watched my church service online tonight, and they sang 3 or 4, 5 songs, I guess, praise and worship, and then the rest of the service was prayer, different people praying, and it was awesome. It was totally awesome. Remember when I was a kid, every once in a while we used to have a testimony service. You're Indiana? Okay. What part of Indiana? I stayed in small towns all around Plymouth. Argus, Bremen, Culver, Lake of the Woods, all those little towns around there in Marshall County. Until I moved down to Chattanooga after my junior year in high school. South of Indy, okay. I like Indianapolis too. But where I lived was where Highway 31 and 30 intersected Plymouth, all in that area around there. 103 miles north of Indianapolis. And it gets cold. I tell people I can remember getting out of school and going home, and by between 3:30 and 4 o'clock it was pitch dark. What a rip. Didn't have any time to play. We didn't care. If there were street lights, we'd have snowball fights under street light. We didn't care. Go home and stand your blue jeans up in a corner and let them thaw out because they were so stiff and froze from the snow and the slush. We didn't care. It was fun. Stay up there, Real. Stay up there. Get up there, Real. Come on. Get up there. Get up there. Nope, you're not going to fight me, are you? Come on, fight me. Please. Maybe it's another 5-pounder. Nope. 4-3 Wally. Nope. Let her go. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, yeah. Yes. Yes. But see, you probably, south of Indy, you got a little bit of hills down there. Our hills where we could do sledding and whatever, if it wasn't around the lakes, was a overpass. That was our idea of a hill to ski or sled on. But every neighborhood, I think, has got some kind of pond around it. Then when it froze over, you go sweep the ice off of it. Sweep the snow off of it, and ice skate, play hockey. And every driveway in Indiana that has a boy above the age of 5 living in the house has the basketball goal either on a pole or up against the garage to play basketball. Love it. Well, are you going to let me have one more game? Oh, cool. So you've been catching fish at night? Is that what unlocked it? I don't remember. Now, do you remember what you did to unlock it, Precision? Because if people have asked me and I don't remember, I'd say, I'm sorry, you know, the one I wear, I earned up in 150 fish at night. Okay, thank you, Nonya. Well, that's, like I say, I wear a Mad Bomber's hat. And the way I got it was, I think it was burbot, catching a crystal burbot at Christmas time in that Christmas event up in White Moose. I believe that's what it was. I had to catch 200, I believe. But I keep my Mad Bomber hat. If I catch a fish, I show it to you. It's a Scottish Platte. Any fish. Come on, fish. Any fish. Well, that's what Nonya said, 150 at night. And I don't have a hat in the tester section. You can't buy one. I do not have a lighted hat in the testers, the CBT. I've got, I think, over 900,000 bait coins, and I've got about $5 million because I sold 50,000. They give you, when I went down there, here we go. They give me a million bait coins and $10 million to work with, so I can go to all the lakes, you know, do whatever I need to do to fish down there. And well, I got 5 minutes to get it in. Might take 5 minutes. But anyhow, I don't fish down there. I do a little bit down there at night for catfish, but I haven't done much night fishing there at all. So I don't have a hat, a lighted hat. I've got hats, but not a lighted hat. Come on, fish, get in here. It's jumping like a bass. I got 4 minutes now. Come on. Come on. Oh, come on, come on. Don't go away. Don't go away. That's another brown trout, and it sure as a dickens. I don't know. I saw some white shine that time. Oh, there you go. Old aces, yeah. Okay. Oh, it won't let me take a picture. Doggone, I can't take a picture. Show you my hat. Oh, don't release it. Duh. I did that one time. My son was talking to me, and I released, in that last tournament, I released 2 of them that I should have kept. Oh, Lord, I felt like a dummy. Well, I'm halfway to where I wanted to be, or almost. I need 23 more pounds to get to 70. Yeah, we fished together before knowing you, but I didn't realize you were old aces, because people have a lot of same names, or same parts of names. Glad you're here. You see where Jeff is? He's number 5 now. He was up number 3 earlier. So he'll probably qualify here. I think he did pretty good at the White Moose too. Well, thank you. I just enjoy it. Octolibra. I enjoy talking and I enjoy fishing, and what could be better than a stream like this with good people. Everybody up there knows you're good people. We won't have any bad people in here. We get rid of them. Vino has been in and talked with us just a couple of times. Who else? Legit, he's come in and talked with us. Yep, I know you do. But the two that are usually here almost every time I stream are not here. They're not CBT, but they're good people too, as Mizzou fan Mike Gaming and Colin JM. He's a young man. His daddy works at the Pentagon. And then Mike, Mizzou fan Mike Gaming, he does computer design and stuff like that. He's the one that, I don't know if you've watched any of my videos on YouTube, but he's the one that did both of my intros. One with the old man standing by the lake, and the other one with the bass coming up and then name underneath it. He did that. Well, they did some cleaning CBT though. People that have not been very active, they just cleaned them. When I got done with this, I just went, I thought one of them might be me. Yeah. Uh-oh, we're counting down. I guess if I caught one right now, it'd have to be right underneath me. Well, let's see where we are. We're at 193 for now. Maybe I'll finish better than 400. The one in White Moose, I finished 455th out of 560, I believe, wasn't finished. But anyhow, I'll take a picture. Now, how many did I catch? 9. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I caught 6 salmon. Well, that's 6 more than I thought I might catch. Now let's go back to the same spot and fish the same way. But I grew up a lot on my stepmother's father's farm outside of Bremen. Had 720 acres, and then across the road, his brother, Uncle Lou, had 720 more. And it was nothing when it come. They raised hogs and cattle, and it was nothing when it come time to bale hay, to bale 10,000 bales. And then when our baling was done, I'd hire myself out at $5 a day to help other people bale. Hard work, man. Hard work. I was 185 pounds and as strong as 2 bull oxes. Man, I was strong. Take him 125, 150 pound bales of Timothy, Timothy hay, clover hay, put a hay hook in 2 of them and drag them across the hay mound. They started me out on a wagon, and when they found out how strong I was, he put me in the mound. I wound up got a bunch of hay dust one summer in my lungs. I wound up with bronchitis, and it affected me here. I go into an area now. I go like to Home Depot or Ace Hardware to buy some straw, and I start smelling that straw dust or hay. Yeah. And my lungs start tightening up. It's psychological. I don't have hay fever. I know it's purely psychological. But I had to sleep for almost 10 days in a recliner, sitting up, couldn't lay back, couldn't breathe. It was bad. But it made me a heck of a basketball player because I was the enforcer. And for me, that was fun. When I was a freshman, I could dunk a basketball. 185 pounds, 6'3", I could dunk a basketball. As a junior, I gained more muscle. As a sophomore, I gained more muscle, but only about 5 pounds of weight, and I couldn't dunk. I couldn't get up there. Used to see. I got a salmon now. Can I go back and put it on that contest? See, I told you. Look at that. That's like Cutlass was trying to catch that trophy tiger trout here. And when I was practicing the other day for this, about the 3rd cast, I caught it, the trophy tiger trout. And one of our buddies, Mizzou Mike, was fishing beside me, and he said, Cutlass would shoot you if he saw that. Because he tried, man, he caught all kinds of salmon while he was here trying to catch that trout, that tiger. It was funny. And we knew where they were. He was using the right lure, everything. The only thing I could figure is he had the wrong tobacco. He was spitting on the lure when he threw it out there. They just didn't like it. I use black licorice. I don't chew tobacco, so I spit black licorice on it. They like that sweet smell, sweet taste. I wouldn't know what to do with round bales. That wouldn't have been no fun at all. Just drive a baler around the field and roll them out the back and grab them with a tractor with a pole on it, stick it up on the wagon, haul it to another area of the field and cover it up with the tarp. That's not baling hay, but that's the way it's done. Nanya, do you like blue crab island, Mr. Sippy? Thank you for the follow, Stuffy and Nonya. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude. I'm supposed to have a guy, little thing, fish bounces up and down to let me know when I get new followers, but I've even got Streamlabs open on widget, so it'll do it, but it's not doing it because it'll sound off in my ears. When we test it, I got a 23-year-old son still lives at home. We tested, everything works fine. And then I go to fishing and expect it to do it, and it don't. So I don't mean to be rude. So I just want to let you know. And to let you know that I do appreciate the follow. Just like everybody else in Twitch. Now, let me explain something to you. You're not allowed to cuss in this stream. And that letter there that you said has kept you busy, that's a 4-letter word. It will keep you busy. Ain't nothing ruins a lot of fun but a 4-letter word. But it's necessary. Helps pay the bills. I've got a little over 12,000. I've been putting this note. Somebody's fishing here with me. Right beside me here. Well, I've got 2 of them. Somebody's standing in somebody's boots. James Min and Kim Chibi. Okay. I think James has been on here before talking with us. I know there's another James that comes on every once in a while. And we haven't seen Milwaukee tonight. He's usually on here. But I'm here. I'm on late. Maybe that's what the problem is. And Wicked Viking. See, it's way more than hours in He's Norwegian. Norway, yeah. And Heinrich, he's Swedish. So they're way more than hours. But and every once in a while, Digils, she comes on. I don't think she ever sleeps. I really don't. But I'm gonna be on here about another 5 minutes, and I got to put my dog out. Yeah, I got to take me a shower, and I got to go to bed. I got to get up in the morning. We've got 2 carpet runners that go through the laundry. I got a 126-pound Great Pyrenees that will not walk on painted concrete, which is in the laundry room. So to come down the stairs, carpet stairs, into the laundry room to go out into the garage. Now the garage is not painted, no problem. He will not walk across the painted concrete in the laundry room. So we had to put some carpet runners down there, and they need washing. So I'm gonna take them out in the morning and get the pressure washer out and pressure wash them, let them dry out. So that's my morning task before it gets too hot. Because it'll be 90 degrees in the afternoon. I don't need any 90-degree handling that pressure washer. But I do appreciate everybody that's been with us tonight. New people, I appreciate y'all. New followers, appreciate that. And everybody's welcome. anytime, any night. Probably, if you four-letter word, Nunya, uh, except on the weekend, you probably won't see me much on here because I'm usually on here. I start around 10 o'clock in the morning, and you too, Cutlass, and you know I mean it. Sleep well, have pleasant dreams. But I'm usually start around 10 o'clock in the morning and stream to about noon, and then sometimes in the evening when there's no good TV on. Because my wife and I, we sit and watch TV and holler at each other. No, no, we talk. I made her laugh again today in the kitchen. I forget what I did. I said, that's wonderful. 44 years we've been married, and I can still make you laugh. Now, I know I can still make her blush, but I know it's wonderful that I can still make her laugh. I think that's a major accomplishment. You too, Z. Sleep well, young lady. And I hope your mama still keeps on getting better. Y'all are in my prayers. All y'all are in my prayers. Every night. Have a lot to pray for, a lot to be thankful for. Precision, you enjoy your Chinook and your couch. You're welcome. Oh, we've had bad words. I'm a hard person to live with. I mean, I know I am. Not so much more anymore, but the last 13 years, I retired when I was 64. In the last 13 years, I worked third shift as an electrician at a Little Debbie McKee Baking Company here in town. And 13 years of third shift, that'll make you a hard person to live with. Yep, it sure is. But anyhow, I guess that's me. Stick a fork in me. I'll bring this one in. This is probably another salmon. You've heard better late than never? No, that's not true in a competition, is it? It's better never late, what it ought to be. But I appreciate y'all. God bless you. God bless you and your family. Take care. I hope you catch all the fish that you want to, the big and the little. Catch them all. Be safe, stay well, and we will get through this together by the grace of God. And I appreciate it, each and every one of you. So, take care. Be safe, be well. I guess I'll catch you later. So, y'all come back now. You hear? This old the fisherman friend signing out. Glad you could join us, Nunya.